So, the last time I said, well, like 4 videos ago, I said I was going to show you guys this when it was done. So this was our kitchen. Well, earlier this morning I posted it, but this is our kitchen now. So that was all a wall of cabinets that had the refrigerator. So here it is now. That was where our island was. It's gone. So now we have about 400 square feet of openness in here that's going to be redone. But the fun thing is that we found some really, really cool stuff behind this wall. So let's date the wall. Let's see how far we can go back. This is the really cool wallpaper from, I don't even know when this is from. It reminds me of something like, old Polish, those plates, like from, like on the other side. And then you've got the slats. So these are like 1920s and 30s when they used the plaster and the slats. But then, so here's what's unusual that Daryl said. Behind the slats, we have this other wallpaper, which is directly on these old wood slats, which are very old as well. So it's crazy because there's like, you got this wall and then the 1920s and 30s here, and then you've got this one is put on top of another wall, so it's almost as if there was a wall here beforehand, and then they put the plaster in the 20s and 30s on top of it, so that makes this wall turn of the century, right? Daryl, is that right? So then over here, inside the walls, here's your slats again, and then there's these 1-bys, and these are like rough sawn with a big old saws inside here. And then here's the outside plaster. Oh, and we even have a few different floors down here on the bottom underneath this. So we've got linoleum. So this looks like something that looks like the 70s or something. That's my guess about the 70s. This stuff looks like something out of the 40s and 50s. This looks like the back of it. That looks like something I've seen in older homes, like reminds me of an older ranch home. Looks kind of cool though. Looks like it'd be pretty neat looking. And then there's even some brick over here. Is this a different kind too, or is that the same? What is it? Nope, that's a different kind too. So there's all kind there. Hey Vicky, I saw you put that thing about this being Americana. Maybe it is. Maybe, I mean, that stuff up there, but you can see the different types of, there you can see the different types of shingles. So you've got, those are old shingles. What was it you said? Ship something, Daryl? Yeah. Oh. And then this was the stuff that was put on in what, the 50s or something. So we've got, that was a outside wall, inside wall, outside wall. So yeah, it's who knows really. I mean, oh, and that was the original header. So, and then that is, there was nothing back in all that stuff. And then there's our living room back here. So we had a huge wall, and there's the living room. So there was a wall that was, what, 18 inches deep that did nothing. In fact, it had a plumbing in there that wasn't even connected to anything. So there it is. But tomorrow, this is going to come out, and Lord willing, the floor, and we'll be moving on to our new kitchen, thanks to Daryl and the guys. So, Sailor Made. There's Ashley throwing out a plug for you, Daryl. So, yeah, there it is. So I'm not quite sure how old this is, but luckily they saved us some pieces outside. So have a good day, and we'll give you guys an update. No, that's plaster. Ashley, say hi.
Hi.
Doesn't look too much like horsehair plaster.
What?
I'm not familiar with horsehair plaster. It looks a little bit different than the plaster that we had on the other walls. The other stuff was a lot more. It came apart a lot worse actually. It's a little more solid. Stuff on the other wall was different. So that was really dusty. This was dusty in here today, but I don't think it was nearly as dusty as the other one. But I just finished spending about 45 minutes vacuuming the living room because there's just like a layer of dust on everything.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how much dust comes off of this stuff. But yeah, so we'll check in tomorrow and show you the newest update. So have a good night, y'all.